What up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Here is my review for the new thriller titled 21 Bridges. The name sounds like a rap song, by the way. Anyway, now 21 Bridges is produced by the Russo brothers. Now, they did not direct the movie; they only just produced that. And Chadwick Boseman was also a producer on the show. And it is pretty cool to see the Russo brothers trying to do something outside the MCU now, since Endgame ended. I mean, they produced this. They're working on a new film with Tom Holland, so it's nice to see what else they could do outside the MCU. But anyway, now this is also from the Russo brothers' new production company, so there's that too. Now I was actually really looking forward for the movie because I like the trailers. I quite like Chadwick Boseman, so I was going into this movie hoping it'll be good. But of course, before the movie got released, it did get delayed a couple of times. I mean, if you guys remember, it was supposed to come out in July, but then they delayed it to September. Then it was supposed to come out in September, and now, yeah, it just got released this week. So it was a little worrisome, and, they also held the review embargo a little too late, so that was also worrisome. So I went to see it, and sad to say, I agree with the critics. I completely agree 100% with the critics being not like this. Now, I will say this: it's not really one of the worst movies of the year. If I do my 10 worst movies of the year, 21 Bridges would not be on that list because it wasn't like a dumpster fire or nothing like that. I mean, it did have some upsides, like Chadwick Boseman's great. It did have an interesting, the premise was pretty decent. Yeah, some pretty cool action sequences, but yeah, it kind of had a bit of a bland script. It was very predictable towards the end. You could kind of tell, just by looking at the movie, you could easily tell who's the bad guy in this, and who's about to betray something. Which one of the cops in this are gonna betray someone. Now, in this, you got Chadwick Boseman who plays this NYPD detective who ends up joining a citywide manhunt for these two young cops, or a cop killer, I might say. And the two cop killers are played by Stephan James, who I thought was probably, out of everyone in this movie, I thought Stephan James gave the better performance. And the other one is Taylor Kitsch, who I think he's becoming a better actor each time. I mean, yeah, he had a bit of a rough start, since Friday Night Lights and all. But with stuff like True Detective, and this movie was a good era, but he was pretty solid in it. He is becoming a bit of a decent actor, so... And I see Taylor Kitsch really coming back in the spotlight here. Anyway, now you also got Sienna Miller, who plays this narcotics DIA, who's trying to who ends up teaming up with Boseman's character to take these people down. And Chadwick Boseman's Andre character, he ended up Andre's dad was also a cop, but he ended up getting killed on the job. So Andre devoted his life to follow in his father's footsteps. And because these guys ended up killing cop, he feels like it's his duty to take these people down, and to really take down any cop killer because of what happened to his pops and all. And by the way, the one who plays the young Andre in this is actually the kid who plays Liam in the recent Shameless season. So I it was pretty cool to see him pop up in this. Anyway, and you also got J.K. Simmons, was pretty great. I mean, come on, he's an Oscar-winning actor. J.K. Simmons is always the man. And Chadwick Boseman's Andre character ends up really team up with the narcotics detective Frankie Burns, played by the aforementioned Miller, to take these thugs down. And the movie is directed by this director named Brian Kirk, who I believe this is his first directing film, if I'm not mistaken. I could probably be wrong there. But yeah, I really wanted to like the movie because has a great cast. Chadwick Boseman's great, but the script, I mean, it's scripted by these guys named Adam Mervis and Matthew Micah Carnahan, who I thought did not did much of a great job with the script. I mean, now the cop chasing scenes were pretty, like the cop chasing criminal scenes, that was pretty cool to watch. But it ended up being it ended up being very boring. It ended up being very predictable at times. It had some some very predictable cliches in this. And it's shame too because I thought Chadwick Boseman, I'm really curious to see what else he could do out, because we were not really going to get another Black Panther movie until 2022. So it's going to be interesting how his career will unfold from now until the Black Panther sequel comes out. But this is not. I mean, I know how much of a good of an actor he is before he became Black Panther. I mean, if you guys remember, he of course played Jackie Robinson, James Brown. Like, this guy could be beforehand. He did some pretty interesting stuff. He also was in Gods of Egypt, but that wasn't his part. I mean, I guess he just got sucked into that movie. But yeah, this movie should have been really good. But sad to say, yeah, I mean, it very lacks story arc. It it didn't really have the best character development in this. I mean, we already know that the Andre character, he mainly want to become a cop because of his late father. That's mainly the major character development you get in this. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to like it, but sorry for that. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to like it, but sad to say, I really can't get into this movie. Like I said, it's not one of the worst movies of the year, but it's still a bad film. And oh yeah, hopefully Chadwick Boseman's next upcoming project, that's not Marvel related, hopefully they'll be much better. But we'll see. Anyway, let me leave it to you guys. Did you have a chance to check out 21 Bridges? If so, what you thought of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is C-Movie signing off.